The Harvest Festival has gone live in Pokemon GO, and I'm currently stuck at the Dublin airport for probably the next 9 hours. But it is what it is, it's part of the job. We're trying to get somewhere, and I went with really cheap tickets, so I'm stuck here for a little bit, but it'll be fun. Plus, we do have the brand new Pokemon Smoliv right here, which is pretty lucky, because there isn't a lot of spawns around me. I'm hoping closer to my gate it'll be a little better. I see some Pokestops that look like a good cluster, but they're kind of far away from me, so we'll see what happens. But at least in the end of the day, we did just get our first ever Smoliv, and we got it in Ireland, which fits, you know, it's all green and everything like that. So there it is, registered to the dex, super cool. We're not gonna be able to get it shiny yet, but when we do get the shiny, that little olive on his head turns black and it looks really good. But let's take a look at this guy. He is okay, I'm down with it. But yeah, as you can see around here, not a lot of pickings. I mean, we do have a female Combi, already checked it, not shiny yet. But where I want to go is further down that way, but I don't know if I'm allowed to go there just yet, because again, my gate hasn't even been announced yet. I know it's down there, but it's gonna be a little while. But since we gotta hang out here, let's do this right now. We have the Ticket of Treats Part 2, and each one of these is gonna give us Pumpkaboos, which is pretty crazy. And in the end of the day, all we have to do is catch 20 Pokemon, and we get a whole bunch of Pumpkaboos, and we also get Mossy Lures, which is also awesome. So let's catch some Pokemon and see what we find. The upside to being in Europe during this event is that Flabébé is showing up, which is really cool because, as you can see here, we have the red ones, which I don't get where I'm at. In the States, you're gonna get yourself a yellow Flabébé, and I have this goal where I want to get a hundo of each of the colors, and I so far have a blue one that I got in Korea, and I also have a yellow one from the States as well, so I would love to get a red hundo, so here it is, boom. Well, at least the attack was 15, but we want the whole thing to be 15. I don't know if we'll be able to pull it off, but luckily there should be everywhere during this time, plus I know people that live here, so maybe I can get it in a trade. And here's a local Guzzlord raid. It would be cool to get ourselves a shiny in Ireland, so... Oh, well, it's huge, that's cool, but sadly not a shiny one, 16, 18. I already have a huge one, but it would be cool to see if this one breaks a record. There is no way. We actually did get a shiny today. That is freaking awesome, and this one is going to be from Ireland. I'll definitely keep this, just, you know, as a keepsake. I already have the complete set. I got a few extras a little bit ago, but I'll keep this one specifically just because it's from here. And it is weather boosted, so it'd be cool if this one was good. Let's take a look at it. It is not bad. An 11, 15, 12. That's freaking awesome. So I've decided to get some food for a little bit, and there's not a lot open, but of course Burger King was open, and sure enough, guys, I mean, we got a chicken sandwich here, we got fries, you know, the usual stuff that they serve, but they also let you order a pint of Guinness. I mean, it is Ireland, I guess it makes sense, but that's amazing. But I did completely forget that we do have the Field Research Breakthrough Box, so let's see what we get in this thing. We're gonna get 2,000 Stardust, we're gonna get our hands on 3 rare candies, that's a really good one, and of course 3,000 XP, and then our encounter is going to be with a Bagon. Sadly not shiny or anything like that, but I'll take the candy for it. And as you can see, I'm drifting around quite a bit. What I wanna do is I wanna pop a Mossy Lure right here, because they last for 2 hours, they give you increased Pumpkaboos, but I'm just running in and out constantly. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to stay here and take advantage of it. What I wanna do is I wanna go over to, well, I mean, there's one right there. I definitely wanna go over to that a little bit later, but I want to go a little further down, because if you see down there, you can actually get closer and possibly do like 2 of them. But on the upside, the drift isn't going to affect these. So let's claim our Pumpkaboos and see what we get. Actually, before I do that though, let me show you in the bottom here, we do have some collection challenges. So you need to catch every size of Pumpkaboo, and then you need to evolve it, and then you'll get a Mossy Lure, which is pretty awesome. And then we also have the Smoliv one, so you have to get a Smoliv and you have to evolve it all the way up. Pretty cool that they're both giving you Mossy Lures, because, you know, obviously the Mossy Lure is pretty important during this event. But anyways, let's go back to these pumpkins and see what we get. Number 1 is going to be, not shiny unfortunately, 504. I also have no idea what the hundo is. Pumpkaboo. Number 2, I believe that it's the first couple are going to be like the normal size or the large size, but then afterwards we're supposed to get a whole bunch of supersized ones, and I really want a shiny of those because I love the supersized one. But I will say that these are a full-on shiny, unless they boosted them in this, but I highly doubt that they did that. And this one's a 499, so it's not the best. I didn't even notice that this one was a 521. Let's take a look at this thing. It is, yeah, not even close. We want it to be bigger than this. Anyways, back to the pumpkins. I think this is the last of the large ones, and this is a 515, not shiny. Oh well, let's see if this one's one of the supersized or if it's the last one. Yeah, I think this is the last one. About this one, what are you gonna be, my friend? Are you gonna be the supersized? Yep, this is the supersized. Awesome. 528, not quite where we want to be. Well, actually, this is the best one we've seen so far. Just for fun, let's take a look at this thing real quick. It is going to be, wow, okay, so we just want slightly higher. Definitely somewhere in the 30s. Next up, we have a not shiny, sadly, and it is a 508, followed up by another not shiny, 514. We're down to our last 2. Hopefully we will see that purple and black, but that's not it, sadly. And a 503, not the best. This is our last Pumpkaboo check from these paid timed research, and it's not shiny, unfortunately, darn. And a 504 as well, not the best. But now that we're done with that, oh, it actually looks like we get one more Pumpkaboo, so that's pretty cool. But we're gonna get a Mossy Lure module, which is obviously the big thing here, and then we're gonna get ourselves 5,000 XP XP. Will you be the shiny with our final encounter? No, it will not, but will it be a hundo? It will not. Oh well. It is what it is, at least we had the opportunity. You know, since I keep getting all this drift, I'm thinking, what if I pop the daily incense? Maybe, just maybe, it'll bring in a Galarian bird? I'm kind of locked into a specific area here, so might as well pop it. I mean, there's no other choice today. By the time I get to my destination, it's going to be very, very late, so I'm probably not going to do it. And hopefully this works, but it looks like we do have our first spawn here, so it did technically work. We are moving. But now let's see if we can get another spawn, because if we can get another spawn relatively soon, that'd be fantastic. Plus, these big movements we're doing is very helpful. But of course, now that I've popped the daily incense, all of a sudden the GPS isn't wanting to drift as much, so we're probably not going to get a ton of spawns from this, but it's still kind of fun. All right, we've done a big stroll over here. Clearly that would do something, right? And we're back? Maybe it doesn't count. That sucks. Okay, here's our second spawn. So as you can tell from the time limit, we are not doing very good. Like, even with the drift, it really isn't the best thing to do, but still cool that we got one. But I'm probably gonna get up in like 2 seconds and walk with this thing and see if we can actually get something in this very limited area. All right, we've been able to get our hands on 2 5-kilometer eggs, and since there's so much drift in here, we literally were able to just hatch them. And these are from Ireland, which means Shiny Mime Jr. could be in these. Though it isn't super common, it's not as bad as it once was. It used to be next to Larvesta, but now it's like in the middle tier, and that's a Lickitung. From one of my videos, a lot of you Europeans were telling me just how uncommon they were still, so we got ourselves 2 Lickitungs. Oh well. I'm definitely gonna go for them because I really want to get that shiny, but we'll see what happens. In the end of the day, I'm still enjoying my trip. I think it's time we finally evolve one of these Smolivs. This one is going to turn into a Dolliv, which is an interesting name. It kind of fits it because it looks like a female with olives on her. All in all, it's a pretty interesting design. It's fun that they did this though. It makes sense for the region as well for Spain, but there you go. That is a Dolliv, and there it is registered into the Dex. Awesome. But now in order to evolve this one all the way into the final form, we just need 100 candies, and that's it. I was surprised. I thought we would have to use like the Mossy lure or something, but we don't, so that's fine. And I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot the name of this thing. I don't remember what it's called, so we'll see it in a couple seconds, but it's called a Arboliv. Interesting. Pretty interesting. But there it is again, registered to the Dex. It's a fun design. I do think it looks good. And just like that, we can claim this collection challenge. So we'll get ourselves some dust. We're gonna get ourselves a Mossy lure, and I think some XP as well. Perfect. But now that we've done that, I'm gonna send you guys back in time to see some really cool shinies we got a little bit ago. Both of them are decently rare, so I'll see you when you get back. What's going on, people of the future? JT of the past here, and I got a really good house shiny. Check it out, a shiny Dedenne. Of all things, I did not expect this. Dedenne is a decently rare spawn, so just to get a shiny on my place like this is stupid cool. Hopefully it's a good one. I really like Dedenne. I wouldn't mind getting a Shundo of it just because, like, obviously that would be pretty cool. But the odds of a Shundo spawning directly on where I live, probably very low. So it's, yeah, not a Shundo, but still not bad. 9, 14, 9. This is a decent number. You're still on the past right now, though admittedly a little bit less in the past than that Dedenne. Been like a couple days, but check it out. Shiny Scraggy out of nowhere. That's pretty cool. I really did not expect to get this. Like, I got really lucky in Yokohama, though admittedly they were boosted in Yokohama because of the whole Worlds thing. They were about a 1 to 64 odd rate. So this would be my first purely full odds one, so that's kind of fun. But will it have fun IVs? I'd like one for PvP, even though this one's huge. It's definitely not. 12, 11, 13. Still cool to get it though. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this event so far? Personally, for me, I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. It's okay. It's not amazing, but it's fun enough. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.